All right. There we
60
go.
seconds.
Yeah, Mavis.
Can you give me a mic check, please?
Mic
looks like
one,
to me
mic
everything's
two,
plugged
mic
in. Is
three.
that what you want?
I'm talking to the
Oh,
mic.
no, excuse me.
My name is Raul. Let's get moving here. How many people do
Hi,
we have
Raul.
playing? Go. One player. Fantastico. Go ahead and type
It only
in your
pops
name.
up on 2. I remember
This
that.
is completely vile.
Another thing. Are you looking for a 7-question game or a 21-question game?
Yeah, baby.
I think I
All right,
remember the
got it,
category
no
name
problem.
now too, so
30
that will
seconds.
help.
Your buzzer is B, as in Bonanza. Yeah.
20 seconds.
Right, so there was Patty Duke, and then who played the other one, her cousin?
Ooh, 20 seconds. All right, listen, this is easy as pie. Pie the food, not the number. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. All right?
10 seconds.
Good
9,
luck.
8,
So now you've got
7.
Schmitty's order for the
Okay,
6,
let's get rid of that
5,
desktop.
4,
Let's go to
3.
Acquaintances, Thursday nights, followed by Caroline in prison.
What she's done to deserve that fate, we'll never know.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hello, my name is Schmitty. This is You Don't Know Jack TV. If you would like a written transcript of today's show, just keep a pencil handy. Okay. Well, you're playing all by yourself today. Well, that's okay. Look at it this way. You got a lot of room. Okay, let's go.
You are not wrong.
Category,
All right.
please. You know, I can leave the room if you want some privacy.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
Wow, Schmitty's gonna
We're
Schmitty.
calling this one When Childhood Friends Cozy Up to the Man. You get it right, you get 2K. Uh-oh, looks like we got another corporate sellout. Suppose Newprin wants to ditch Jimmy Connors and Nolan Ryan and get someone else to pitch their product. Based on the well-known Newprin tagline, who would be the best choice? Brainy Smurf, Scrappy-Doo, Tweety Bird, or Stimpy?
Newprin. Newpin and forget it, maybe?
Here's the one you didn't pick. That Newprin tagline is little, yellow, different, just like Tweety. Hey, somebody get my agent on the phone. I thought I saw a 7-figure contract. Give me a category.
And we're not getting it.
I hope you don't think you get this long to answer the question. For your viewing pleasure, fictional viewer mail from non-fictional viewers. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, imagine this letter ending up in David Letterman's viewer mail segment. July 31, 1997. Dear Dave, I finally saw The Late Shift. It does not do you justice. I would like to do a true documentary about the late night wars. If PBS can commit 30 hours to the Civil War in baseball, there's no telling how much time they would give me for you. Which of these documentarians most likely wrote this letter? Steve James, Ken Burns, Michael Moore, or Marlon Perkins?
Considering he did the Civil War, that would be Ken Burns.
The guy who does all those documentaries where they read actual letters from the period is Ken Burns. Yeah, the Civil War is like one of PBS's top-rated shows ever. As I watch my friends die around me every day, I think, Dave, what you need is to throw a pencil through a fake window. That is comedy. February 1982. All right, pick a category. I'm sorry, are there more important things going on? I don't think so.
This is question 3.
Open wide and get ready for Rich Man, Poor Man, Denim Man, Acid Wash. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Okay, you remember ABC's groundbreaking adaptation of Rich Man, Poor Man? Yeah, well, based on the name of the family featured in the miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man, what might viewers say while watching Peter Strauss and Nick Nolte as the lead characters? Excuse me, are those Bugle Boys? Levi's stretch. Ooh la la sasson. Or they've got the Jordache look.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Here's the one the winners pick. Rich Man, Poor Man follows 2 decades in the life of the Jordache family, which is a happy coincidence because Peter Strauss and Nick Nolte have bodies that were made for designer jeans. And hey, I don't care what you think, there's no denying a great package. All right, I need a category. Hello, I know you're there. I can feel you breathing on the monitor.
Yes.
Well, now will you look at what I just did? Golly gee, player one, I just picked you a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is I hate you. Now come to bed. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for every one of them, I want you to tell me if it's a Dallas character or a Dynasty character.
Not both,
As each one comes up, if it's a Dallas character, press 1. If it's a Dynasty character, press 2. And if you want to skip one, press 4.
I may have grown up a little bit with Dallas. I've never seen Dynasty, but hopefully it's not going to hurt me too bad.
All right, give me 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Blake, Dallas or Dynasty?
You're Dynasty.
JR.
You're Dallas.
Alexis.
Dynasty.
Miss Ellie.
Dallas.
Crystal.
You're Dynasty.
Digger.
Dallas.
One more. Valen.
Dynasty.
That's all set. Perfect. And with time to spare, no less. Here you
You're
go.
right. They didn't mention either one, Matthias. How's it going, by the way?
Now don't blow that all in one play. Throw me a category. Hey, that slow and steady crap doesn't win any races around here. I'm picking a category.
Good.
For your enjoyment, don't forget to pack your brats. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Okay, get ready and complete this analogy. Charlie Sheen is to Emilio Estevez as Speed Racer is to Racer X, Johnny Quest is to Haji, Shaggy is to Scooby-Doo, or Batman is to Robin.
They're brothers. I think you could probably say the same thing of Speed Racer and Racer X.
Charlie Sheen is Emilio Estevez's younger brother, and Speed Racer is the younger brother of Racer X. Tune in next week when Racer X rescues Speed from the clutches of Heidi Fleiss and her evil temptresses. Time
Winning.
to pick a category.
Oh, wait, no.
Did you have a nice nap?
Yes, yes it did.
I believe this one is called Pathologist? No. Pathological? Yes. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. You know, it seems that every so often I hear about the 90s trend of more and more people working at home. Yeah, they're working. Anyway, say everyone's favorite medical examiner, Quincy, becomes one of those work-at-home types. Considering his home, which of these cases might he see the most of? Avalanche victims, highway accident victims, airline crash victims, or drowning victims?
Where does he live? That's the question.
For the curious, here's the right answer. Since Quincy lives on a boat, he might see a lot of drowning victims.
Oh.
This drowning was no accident, Sam. I'm gonna prove that this ocean is a murdering bastard. Give me a category. Oh, come on, it's just a category.
Order. Don't shoot. Got him ordered.
Tonight.
I wonder if
I
Schmitty's
love you,
going to
question
start
7.
swearing
Let's
by
have
the
a
end of
big
this
warm
game.
welcome for I want Charles in charge of me. $2,000 for a correct answer. So did you know that the show Charles in Charge was canceled by CBS in 1985, only to resume new episodes as a syndicated show from 87 to 90? Come on, why would I lie to you? If you were to explain the plotline of Charles in Charge in terms of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, what would you say Charles discovered when the show returned in syndication? Some other family was sleeping in the beds. Some other buddy was eating his porridge. Some other nanny was sitting in his chair, or a big bad wolf had blown the house down.
I think he swapped families.
When Charles in Charge returned in syndication, the Pembrokes had moved out and the Powells had moved in. And Goldilocks was sleeping in his bed. Oh, yeah. All right, pick a category.
It's kind of hard to believe. I can't think of too many guys who wear more makeup than Tammy Faye. Probably mainly TV people.
Oh, this is good. We got one of the more productive members of society playing. This one's called Might As Well Jump. $1,000 at stake on this one. One question coming right up. If Tom Hansen from 21 Jump Street comes up to you and says, we're going to the chapel, what should you do? Slip on a wedding dress. Make sure you understand your rights. Get ready to rumble with some bikers or strip down to your underwear.
I think you would make sure you understand your rights.
On 21 Jump Street, Officer Tom Hansen's police station is called the Chapel. And I'd be careful if he says that your next stop after that is the honeymoon suite.
Oh, dear.
Category, please. What, do I have to do everything around here?
Yes.
Coming at you, the square root of a Brady. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Okay, listen up. Tragedy here. Imagine that Alice has quit the Brady Bunch, leaving the center square at the beginning of the show empty. Suppose Alice is replaced by someone who regularly appeared in the center square on Hollywood Squares. Which of these episodes would we definitely not be able to see? Shadow Stevens vacuuming the den, Charlie Weaver making the kids' lunches, Paul Lynde doing laundry, or Joan Rivers dating Sam the Butcher.
Okay, Joan Rivers was the 80s version. Paul Lynde was the original. I think Shadow Stevens was...
Why does everything bad happen to me?
What?
I could have given you some cash if you
He
picked
was
this
never
one.
in the center square. I
Although
think
he was a Hollywood
reporter.
Squares regular, Charlie's the only one here who is not a regular center square. You're a dork, Cindy, and you lisp.
Well, you have a stupid hat.
He was lower left. Okay, maybe getting pissed
All
about
right,
a
I need a
question
category.
now.
Hey, it's a keyboard. It's not going to bite you.
I'm not 100% sure about that one, Schmitty.
Here we have, the Muppet Babies of the Night. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, then let's complete an analogy, shall we? Vampires is to In a Mirror, as Nanny on Muppet Babies is to The Count, above the waist, in a boxcar, or with a duck.
That would be above the waist.
The analogy is where you can't see things. Supposedly, you can't see vampires in a mirror, and on Muppet Babies, you never see Nanny above the waist. And you'll have to excuse me, but if I made a joke about that, I'd spend the rest of the game feeling dirty, and you don't want that. Now, if this were a TV show, this is where you get up and use the bathroom, but I'm in kind of a hurry, so let's move right into round 2. Don't forget, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. Throw me a category. Sorry, Pokey. The category? Life Before Gump. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. You know something? There is nothing I like more than watching a couple of guys dress up like women. Because that's why Bosom Buddies is one of my favorite shows. Considering the name of the apartment building in which the Bosom Buddies live, what activity would you expect to see the title characters doing in the lobby? Making wonderful music together, registering women to vote, swatting mosquitoes with their purses, or controlling the women's undergarment trade.
I think it's registering women to vote.
The Bosom Buddies camped out in the Susan B. Anthony Hotel. Remember, she was the famous suffragette? Yeah, those crazy Bosom Buddies, always trying to pay their rent with those wildly unpopular, weird-shaped little dollar coins. Time to pick a category.
All right, yeah.
It's a game. Pick one.
I think we're driving him nuts here.
This category is known as Getting Lucky Tonight. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Okay, this is one of them their analogy questions, so get your number 2 pencil out of your ear and let's get ready to party. Edward R. Murrow is to good night and good luck as Ted Baxter is to good luck and goodbye, good night and good news, good luck and good night, or good night and sweet dreams.
Is it 2?
You want to see what the smart money says? Legendary newscaster Edward R. Murrow's closing catchphrase was good night and good luck, and not so legendary Ted Baxter's sign-off is good night and good news. And good news is not what people get from Ted Baxter.
Oh.
All right, pick a category. Let's go! You look fine.
15! 15!
Shake hands with Suddenly Black-Eyed Susan. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Here's the question. Suppose Brooke Shields' personal life followed the plot line of Suddenly Susan. Which of the following would be the first hilarious episode of Suddenly Brooke? Brooke takes photos for a tabloid. Brooke has an affair with John McEnroe. Brooke does soap commercials, or Brooke leaves Andre at the altar.
I think it would be soap commercials.
If that's the way you want it.
Oh.
Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? Brooke Shields' character leaves her fabulously wealthy fiancé at the altar and finds herself suddenly Susan. And the viewers at home find themselves suddenly comatose. Give me a category. All the big words are slowing you down, huh? Let me help you out.
The kookiest digits you've ever seen. Together they're 14.
All right, give it up for Seinfeld and impulse shopping. This one can get you $6,000. Okay, you just inherited some bucks and they're burning a hole in your 501s. Let's say you go nuts and blow through your inheritance in a brand new store called Just Kramer. Based on Kramer's product inventions, which of the following items could you not buy? A mattress filled with sand, a coffee table book about coffee tables, muffin tops, or a bra for chesty men?
Oh.
Just Kramer would not sell you a muffin top. That's Elaine's idea.
There we go.
And I'm sure the boys would be very interested in seeing Elaine's muffin bottom. Yeah, baby, I don't know what that means. Category, please?
Yeah, and that kind of shows. All right. I probably would be picking 1 if I could be picking, but we're letting the game pick.
So many choices, so little time. Yeah, chest strut fits dime horn.
Gibberish question.
Your gibberish category for today is how lingerie models posed in the olden days. $10,000 right off the bat for this one. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm going to take away some of that cash every second and a half. All right, buzz in and start typing as soon as you know. With what famous TV phrase does this rhyme? They stood tight, lacy, and try to ignore those commas.
They stood tight, lacy. They stood tight, lacy.
First clue, George Burns says it. Oh, God. George Burns says it to his wife at the end of their show. All right, type the answer and hit...
Oh, say goodnight.
Just once, I would have loved to have heard her respond,
You say goodnight, you jerk, and put out that El Stinko cigar.
throw me a category.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Do I have to carry you the whole game? Move,
Yes.
I'll pick. May I introduce... Whoa, what happened? You get this one, you pocket $2,000. All right, listen up. You remember that made-for-TV movie The Day After? Well,
yeah.
What happened on the day before? An alien invasion, a nuclear holocaust, a strange birth, or unprotected sex?
That would be a nuke.
The Day After was a made-for-TV movie about life after a nuclear holocaust. Hopefully, we won't have to worry about that sort of thing anymore. I hear the French are developing some sort of day after pill. All right, I need a category. Hey, I got somewhere to go. Can we move along, please? Well, what do we have here? The Hogan family ties. Sit up straight. This one's going to be worth $6,000. All right, don't freak out on me. It's only an analogy. Mallory from Family Ties is to David from the Hogan family, as Joe from The Facts of Life is to Beaver from Leave It to Beaver, Mike from Growing Pains, Tommy from Alice, or Urkel from Family Matters.
I think it's Tommy from Alice.
Justine Bateman, who played Mallory on Family Ties, is the real-life sister of Jason Bateman, who played David on The Hogan Family, while Nancy McKeon, who played Joe on The Facts of Life, is the real-life sister of Philip McKeon, who played Tommy Hyatt on Alice. And interestingly enough, Vic Tayback, the guy who played Mel on Alice, is the father of all four of them. Could you imagine?
Really?
Time to pick a category. No, don't get up. I'll get it. Let's see what we got going. Things that are pyramids. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. All right, folks, it's time for the You Don't Know Jack Pyramid. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to read off all the things that I can think of that are in this one category. You ready? The Price is Right. Name that tune. The Joker's Wild. A Hot Potato. The $25,000 Pyramid. Down You Go. I've Got a Secret. Is it Things hosted by Bob Barker? Things hosted by Jack Barry? Things hosted by Bill Cullen? Or Things hosted by Tom Kennedy?
Cohen?
Yeah, you got it. That's right. They're all things hosted by Bill Cullen. This guy has hosted more game shows than anyone. Oh, I'm so glad you got that one. This is so much fun playing along. You know, trying to help rather than just kick you when you're down. Category, please.
Sure.
Please, allow me to demonstrate. And our special guest tonight, how to respond to a bark. $4K coming your way for a right answer. Hey, did you ever hear of Ubu Productions? Yeah, sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, let's see if you can complete their famous tagline. Buzz in and type the answer when you know it. Sit, Ubu, sit. Woof. Blank. Let's see what you got. At the end of shows distributed by Ubu Productions, you can usually hear the phrase, sit, Ubu, sit. Woof. Good dog. Now sit up and beg for another question. Come on, little schnookums, you little bootsy wootsy. Moving on. Give me a category.
All right, 2 more of these.
Hey, next time you're going to take this long, let me know. I'll pack a lunch.
Sure.
Let's take a look at TV diners. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Are you hungry? Well, then take a look at this and see if you can tell me what TV restaurant we're at. Today's special, the best apple pie in the Pacific Northwest. Try it with a cup of our hot black coffee. Ask about our discount for dancing midgets and FBI agents. What's the restaurant? Monk's Restaurant, Arnold's Drive-In, the Double R Diner, or Mel's Diner?
I think it's Monk's Restaurant.
All right, walk it off. Walk it off.
Oh, it's Double R Diner.
Let me show you
then?
what I would have picked. Coffee and apple pie are popular items at the Double R Diner from the series Twin Peaks. It's set in the Pacific Northwest, and it features FBI agents and dancing midgets. I watched every episode of that series, and that's the only part of it that made sense to me. All right, pick a category.
Okay.
Hey, what are you daydreaming about?
I know. Yeah, he's like... He was in both.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see two words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. We make beautiful music together. Ready to rock? Good luck.
Ed McMahon, I think. Oh, wait, no, Doc Severin. Yeah, Doc Severinson, yep. That'd be Paul Schaefer. Max Weinberg? Dr. Teeth? Here we go. Kevin Eubanks. Yeah, there you go. Space Ghost. Zorak. Okay. Wolf, alright.
Sweet mercy, you're like some kind of machine! Check out your score! There it is.
There we go.
Wow, that was an exciting game. That was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left, now look to your right, now repeat after me.
You don't know. That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back. And Raul, are we doing another one of these?
Man, look at these dishes everywhere.
Congratulations, player. Very fine example of Jack technique. Unfortunately, it really doesn't mean anything in the real world. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
I was on the other line with Cats.
Yeah, just let me have this, okay? Just let me have this. Anyway, that concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack TV. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the section below and